Hello and welcome to this session of Philly by Night. I am so sorry for the late start. Technical difficulties, which is code for I'm learning the system. But yes, technical difficulties. We are here for the Trunklings Coterie Session 7, Drink Your Fill. Bog standard trigger warnings, as shown on the previous screen, as well as some new ones that may come in. Raise voices, when used against PCs, dominate presence, violence, particular gun violence, and any more that come up will be added as we go. So, as we get started, in Philadelphia, it is July the 1st. It's a decently warm night, and it has made the air thick with thought and rumination over everything that has happened over the past couple of nights. Everything that has come to light. And some things that are being brought into much starker contrast with our young fledgling coterie. As you are, the members of this coterie rouse from their day sleeps. They blush. They hunt. And each of them get a text message from their shadow, Natasha, that the new Coterie Haven is finally ready for habitation, or for them to come and claim it properly. It's easy enough for those of you that are able to get there. You come upon a pretty nice, very tall apartment building. It's called 2400 Chestnut Apartment. And one by one, you go inside. One by one, 3 of you are escorted down into the basement levels of the apartment building. Presumably by what's probably a ghoul. I'm going to go one at a time, as the 3 of you who are able to make it to this appropriately, and go through your thoughts for the evening. Let's go backwards. Start with Cal. Cal, you surprisingly managed to make it to these apartments before everyone else. You get down there. The ghoul politely escorts you. They don't really talk much, but they seem nice enough. They don't make you talk to them, which is probably what makes them seem nicer. What's going on in Cal's head?
There's a lot going on in Cal's head, especially with losing his sire and just not honestly recovering from it at this point. He's still frustrated and very angry with everything. And then having his grandfather reaching out to him to hang out more and more, Cal is just trying to figure out how to honestly juggle all of these emotions that's running rampant through him. He definitely wants to not disappoint his grandfather, but he just lost his sire. He's probably going to lose his grandfather, and that's decade or so. So he's just kind of reeling from that. So he's just kind of distracted.
Does he look at his phone that much?
I think here and there, not much, but here and there.
Okay. You would have gotten some messages from Mitch. Nothing overly obtrusive. Just trying to reach out again. You're still a fledgling. You still need someone to account for you. He hasn't made you come and live with him. He hasn't forced his way into your apartment. He seems almost. It almost seems like he's nervous to broach this with you.
Cal's not going to immediately answer. Um, he's still. It's a very sore spot for him for his accounting at the moment. He knows he needs to take it eventually. Someone to be eventually. It probably be Mitch. Mitch will probably be the best, but he's still frustrated that he couldn't save Moon. Is he going to be able to save Mitch whenever something happens to him? So he's not answering immediately at the moment as all that is going through his head.
Okay. As you're like mentally going over it, give me a composure and resolve. Make sure to include your blood dice.
Uh, three. Three with a bestial fail.
Okay. This is a sliding scale. As you are thinking about Mitch, you are thinking about the last time you two actually were in the same room together. Well, the last time he was in proximity. And you can almost feel the grip he had on your arm as he was running away with you. As he was pulling you away from saving your sire. And you remember there is this sudden visual of this massive looming monster over you. You can almost feel its hot breath on your face, the fangs dripping, bloodlust in its eyes, and utter this utterly horrific form. You manage to maintain yourself, but you can feel your hands start to shake. You can feel that ache return to your feet. And it's almost a startling realization of you're not going to be able to do this alone. That Mitch might not be the best capable to do this. But you've met people that are just merciless enough to be able to. And as much as you care about your coterie, they may not be it. How does he feel about those thoughts?
It's a bit of a mixed bag. He definitely trusts his coterie, but against what he saw, he's 100% sure if the four of them went up against that, all of them would probably die. and he doesn't want to see that pain and suffering and having them to deal with his issues. He might not be able to do it alone, but definitely his coterie is not going to. He's not going to tell his coterie he's going to need help on this. He'll have to find his own help.
Okay. I'm following in on Cal's heels. Percy.
Yes.
Percy, you just unearthed some very happy memories, didn't you?
Mhm. Mhm. I did.
Percy, you just discovered you had a broodmate.
Mm.
And someone else that you cared very deeply for.
Mhm.
That you. It's hard to tell whether you were made to kill them or you volunteered to.
Mm. Yeah.
How does Percy feel about that? What's going through her head?
Mostly feels. He's taking it mostly as she failed. Whatever happened, whatever went down, it just generally feels like she failed. And being Ventru and having all that Ventru pride, she now feels like she needs to prove her worth, I guess, in a way, for lack of a better language. So she's kind of just trying to sub that into a little tiny box and not think about feelings and focus on proving that she is a good Ventru.
A good Ventru. Does a good Ventru frenzy and have to be put down
No.
by a Toreador?
No. No, she does not. Not at all.
How does Percy feel about losing control and the fact that it felt good?
For lack of a better word, embarrassed. Ashamed. Like she would rather not think about it, and it's adding to the fact that she now feels she needs to prove her worth. Whatever self-worth she had is quickly plummeting, and she now feels like she needs to do something to get that back up.
I imagine while she's having these thoughts, she's scrolling through the past text messages she's likely received, seeing some of them from Leo, the one from Natasha alerting everyone to stay out of the northern portions of Philadelphia so that because of how hot they currently are. Um, the recent one from this and everything else that your coterie has seemed to discover. And as you are going through this and looking through all these things, thinking about what it means to be a good Ventru, that woman comes to mind again.
Yep.
The one that you know that goes by the name Demeter.
Yes.
The Parthenos. She can teach you how to be a good Ventru.
Could.
Or she can teach you how to be something better.
Yes, it could. Well, now I need to contact. Now I need to find her. I need her. I need that.
Mm-hmm. As you are and you are headed into the Coterie Haven, following closely behind Cal, maybe by like 10 minutes. We'll go over to Maddie, who was the last to arrive. Maddie,
Mm-hmm.
there have been some recent changes,
Mm-hmm.
and Maddie has never been someone that has felt comfortable in her own skin.
Yeah, never.
Is it starting to feel like it's not hers?
Um, Maybe a little. That was really disorienting the night of her embrace, seeing her facial features like become more symmetrical. And then just a few nights ago, now her eyes look slightly different. It's kind of eerie. She already, yeah, didn't feel comfortable. Now it's like even more uncomfortable. And she keeps getting told she looks like different people. Maybe there's a small part of her brain that's like, maybe I should go hit up that Zamisi. I don't know. That's probably a terrible idea, but it is an idea. She probably wouldn't do that. Islington would kill her.
Is it disorienting that no one seems to remark on her appearance in reference to herself?
Um, yeah, now that you mention it, yeah. Yeah.
It's almost as she's getting out of the car, Jerry kind of waves at her. He kind of there's this concerned look, but he doesn't immediately push her for answers. He knows when to wait. But as she is getting out of the large black SUV and headed into the apartment complex, she kind of gets these niggling voice in the back of her mind that sounds both familiar and very foreign. You should be honored. It's not often people get graced by the ancients.
Is it the voice of my beast?
It doesn't sound like your beast. Does it? It sounds very feminine.
Oh no. What if I just want to be me?
You were made for more than just you.
For the clan, then.
More than the clan.
The
You hear the
clan
voice
clan?
fade.
But wait. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. And she just kind of puts that weird conversation out of her mind for the moment. Like, yeah, no, time to focus. That I don't know if it's normal to hear voices in your head, so I'm just gonna keep that to myself for now.
Maddie, give me composure plus resolve.
Oh,
Make sure to
boy.
include your blood dice.
Okay. Hello, character sheet. Okay, it's 5 dice. Da. No, not 4. I can type. I got 2 successes.
Okay. What is your name?
My name?
What is your name?
Madeline Elizabeth Clark.
You ask yourself the question, and you start to feel the word form. And instead of Madeline coming out, you feel the word shape into Mirlinda. And then you repeat it and you hear your own name.
Wait, so I heard Mirlinda and then Madeline? Or I now
You,
identify Mirlinda as my name?
you identified Miralinda as your name because you said it out loud, but you intended to say Madeline.
Okay. This isn't concerning at all.
How secure is Maddie in her own self-control?
She knows she's not perfect, but she likes to think she has a decent handle on things for such a young fledgling.
As you think that, try and justify it to yourself. Say, I'm not perfect, but I'm good at it. Kind of feel your beast recoil. You're Tremere. You have to be perfect.
Will be perfect. There's a process to becoming perfect.
Mm-hmm. But it still makes your skin crawl a little bit. And it makes you think about what happened a couple of nights ago. The reason that you woke up in the chantry with a stake in your chest. The reason you woke up with that sticky sweet in the back of your throat.
Mm-hmm.
You lost control. For the first time. How does Maddie feel about it? And how does she feel about it feeling good?
She is upset it happened. She felt she should have been better at preventing it. But her talk with Islington and overhearing him calling Natasha did reassure a little bit of like, yeah, everyone messes up. She's a fledgling. She's bound to lose control of the beast at some point. Sucks that it happened, but unfortunately, that's just part of it. And she just hates her beast, so she hates that it felt good to lose control. She absolutely detests it.
Okay. What does she hate about her beast?
She hates that it tells her to do things she doesn't want to do or that she thinks are wrong. And even worse, it's in her sire's voice, often saying things she knows her sire would never say to her, or at least she hopes he would never say.
Does Maddie frequently indulge in self-hatred?
Maybe. That might be a big personality trait, is self-loathing.
All right. So, Maddie, you are the last one to come into the basement of the apartment. The apartment. It's set up fairly nicely. Seems to be quite a bit bigger than what y'all had before, at least as far as the coterie area. There seems to be like lower rooms for all of you rather than like the cubby areas that you were given before. Natasha doesn't seem to be there yet, but two of your other coterie mates are there. I'll give you some time to talk.
Hey guys.
Hey, her. Are you two okay?
Yeah, totally fine.
Why wouldn't we be?
That is a very loaded question. We are undead creatures in the night, so inherently.
The curse of Cain is strong.
So
But
what
yeah.
you guys been up to?
reading, hanging out with Wednesday? If she was allowed to, she totally brought her raven. Okay.
She made sure it was pet friendly before she picked a place for you.
Yay.
Is Wednesday saying anything? Because I've heard whispers up. Is Wednesday being Wednesday?
To speak to other animals outside of your familiars. Oh yeah, that's right. You're roused.
Mhm.
Wednesday is chittering and occasionally nipping at Maddie's various clothes on her shoulder, her hair, her glasses, and going into what looks like an upper pocket of the little sweater coat that she's wearing and pulling out food.
Gotcha. Just focus on food. Makes sense.
It is an animal.
But Bird is very food motivated.
Here. What do you guys think of the new space or anything?
I miss the museum, but this place is good. What about you, Percy?
It's fine.
You good, Percy? You're more broodier than usual.
You're less talkative than normal.
I'm fine.
Oh God, you are not flying.
Maddie kind of takes like a step back. She does not want to get into AoE if the vector gets tagged. Are you okay, Ink?
Yeah, I was fine. I'm fine. Sorry.
Does Percy say anything to that?
No, I think Percy is definitely, for Sir, trying too hard to act unbothered.
Yeah, it almost seems like Percy completely ignores what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Cal's just like, oh, denial. It is what it is at this point. I mean, like, if you want to talk like privately, if you want, I got you, dude. That's what friends are for.
Percy is gonna just raise an eyebrow at that and just go back to petting Melano.
Oh, okay. Let me talk in language I think you'll know better. How about we spar later and you can get your talking out that way?
I'll consider it.
Good. I cannot wait to see how you are hand to hand. I see you are with the sword, but what about your hands?
Cal, give me a wits and awareness.
Do I get by height assistance?
Sure.
Alrighty.
Percy, are you hiding your hands?
Not probably, like, in the sense that she is definitely keeping them busy petting Melano. And probably just like burying them in Melano's fur.
It's a sliding scale.
I got two. I'm not spending willpower and risking my secret.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Well, Percy's not outright hiding her hands. So, Ig, would you like to describe what Percy's hands look like?
They are, I mean, like most of the rest of us, they're very freckled, probably have a lot of calluses from how long she has been sword fighting. So she has very distinct calluses on them. Probably fairly slender, like the rest of her. But I mean,
You will also notice that they have the normal calluses of someone that has used swords and foils in like all of their life. But they are dainty and soft.
mm,
She has the hands of someone that has lived a life without hardship.
yeah.
Gotcha. Kyle would take that for a moment and will nod. You won't say much more to Percy after that. It's more of an acknowledgement of, okay, you haven't. It seems like you're having a hard time. You don't know how to handle it. So I will feed it into you later.
Do any of your characters not have violence as a sixth love language tech?
Look, Cal tried the other way. The only thing that gets through Percy is violence, so that's what Cal is gonna go for.
That is true. That is a good point.
Percy, your friends care about you.
So, Cal, do you turn your attention to Maddie?
Oh, 100%.
Dang it.
Please.
Okay. You see her
Oh,
kind of shrinking back so she doesn't get into the area of effect.
hey, hey, Maddie. You good?
Uh-huh. She's like looking at Percy, like not knowing if Percy's about to burst or not.
You are on edge for no reason, dude.
I'm just always nervous.
True, you are very nervous, Nancy, but like I said, we're all friends. You're chill here.
That just logic doesn't very easily overcome anxiety. That's why anxiety is a disorder, a mental disorder. So yeah.
Hmm. Are you also hiding something like Percy?
No.
Nice, I check that.
Feel free, give me a wits plus insight plus your aspects rating with your heightened senses. Are you trying to mask Maddie? Please give me a composure plus subterfuge. If you have unswayable mind with fortitude, you may add your fortitude rating.
Don't have it. Can I add stunning and ingenue or just stunning?
Um,
I'm so innocent.
do you? Hey, Cal, do you think she's pretty?
Yes.
You can add your stunning.
Okay. I need to buy more dots and subterfuge.
I
It will make
still have
Einar
0.
happy.
I kind of don't want to buy it to spite Einard. I'm
Aw,
not gonna
frick.
lie.
I'm not gonna bother to spend a well. There's no point.
Okay. So, Maddie, what does Cal read off of her? With a one
She's
marginal.
definitely not okay. No matter what she says, she's not okay. But who is okay is a vampire.
Okay. Cal would notice that. In his mind place, he nods. Okay, okay. I have a way of dealing with that. And Cal will look to Maddie. Hey, how about we were talking about going fishing soon. How about we go fishing? Have time to decompress, get away from everything. Maybe gets you to get whatever's on your mind off your mind.
If we can find somewhere safe to do it and time, sure. I've been
One
looking
hundred
forward to that.
we could definitely, we'll find some time. You can stop being as, you know, anxious. Let's play it that way.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Cool.
fine
Now,
though.
where's Songbird? Or
Maybe
I
she
Louisa?
was
was hunt.
actually wondering that as well. You see Natasha come in. She's got her hair pulled back into a ponytail. She's bangs covering her forehead along with a white headband. She's dressed fairly casually, long shirt. Still very pretty. Seems a little harried. I was expecting all four of you.
Maybe she's hunting.
Hmm.
She does
All
take the
right.
bus sometimes. So maybe she's late because of that.
Well, I suppose we can wait. She kind of pulls out her phone and looks at it. I suppose she's taking her time. And with that, we will shift the scene over and step back a little bit into the night, to the beginning of the night. So, Louisa, Katie,
Yeah.
do you want to tell our lovely audience what you got on your hunting roll?
Let me go get it. I got a 7 with a messy critical.
Mm-hmm. So, you went to your normal jazz club. It was really easy to find someone and isolate them. And to identify that they were a jazz fan, it's getting easier and easier these days to be able to recognize that.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Sorry, I meant to mute. It's getting easier and easier to figure out the tells and the like for jazz fans within this particular area. It's starting to make Louisa realize that she going to new places means she's going to have to reacclimate how she hunts and where she does it, and it's almost like she's grooming this area for herself. And while the term feels gross, it's apt. It's easy to locate this person, to isolate them as well as you could, and to pull them aside. You lure them in with sweet words, promises. You ask for permission. And they seem ready to give it to you. But it's hard to get a straight answer. But they give all of the body language. Does she slick herself?
Yeah, she's gonna slake herself.
Okay. Louisa, you drink. And it tastes good. The people here that you have been feeding on regularly have always had this rich sanguine about them. They're always so high on life and enjoying themselves to the fullest. Sometimes you get a very nice choleric. It makes you feel warm from the inside and almost gives a hum through your veins. And as you are feeding, eyelids are very thin. So you catch a very small flash in the corner of your eye while you are feeding.
Shoot.
What do you do?
Have I slated myself yet, or am I still?
You have gone from 3 to 2 at this point.
Okay. You said I saw like a flash of light?
Very brief.
Alright. So if she's like on the person's neck still, she's gonna take her lips away, close up the wound, and just kind of continue to do more of a siren thing, make it look like she's more doing that stuff rather than actually like drinking, and it's more NSFW in the alleyway kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Give me a wits and awareness, please.
Okay. That's not a big pool for Elmo. Oh, well, that is a double bestial, and I can't fix it.
Oh, wow, that's all ones.
Katie, who did you tick off that the dice butt hates you tonight?
I don't know. It's because I'm not home. That's what it is. The dice bot's just like, you ain't on your real computer. You're on your crappy laptop.
Okay. Okay. I know what to do with this. You feel your beast rile at the flashlight at the corner of your eye. You know the consequences of breaching. You know the consequences of being caught. And they're coming to get you again. But instead of fear in being your immediate response, you feel that anger surge up in your blood. You are a Ventru. No one gets this kind of hold over you. And no one gets to push you around like that again. So I'm giving you the dominance compulsion aimed at the person, whoever caught you. But you don't see anyone. It's very frustrating. Raising your hunger back up to 3.
Okay.
So what do you now?
Once I'm done with that person, she'll be like, well, that was fun, and pat pat, and she's gonna go and try and find this individual now.
Okie dokie. How would how would Louisa like to go and find this person?
She is gonna just kind of walk around and see if anyone's acting a little like weird anytime she looks at them.
Okay. Give me a charisma plus insight plus your looks merit,
Ooh,
which is +1.
that's okay. That is 3 successes, but I did get a bestial on one of the hunger die. And I'm not burning a willpower because I don't want to risk it being another messy.
It's okay. 3 successes is enough. As you are kind of schmoozing through the crowd, because you saw something go this way. You flitted around, you talked, you twittered, like the little songbird you are. But you found a new way to locate targets. Through people. And it makes your beast almost purr with satisfaction as you kind of circling, going around and around and around, slowly but surely locating them. What do you do once you get close?
I found them.
You found them.
Are they alone?
No. They are amongst a good bit of people. You can't tell if they are alone.
I am going to activate Awe and using Melpomene. So this way I don't have to make eye contact with them. And as I get closer, she's just going to like start humming casually.
All right. Is Melpomene charisma or manipulation?
I can pull that up if you would like.
Wait, Melpomene is an extension of an awe. Awe is manipulation. Please give me a manipulation plus performance. Well, manipulation plus awe first.
Manipulation plus Awe. Do I get singing with this?
You're giving me manipulation plus presence, and then we're going to go into your performance specialty because we have an aware mortal on our hands.
Manipulation and presence. Hunger included still, correct?
Yup.
The urge to blood surge is so strong. One. And it's a bestial again.
Okay. Okay. You are not going to get your awe on this roll.
Okay.
But go ahead and give me a charisma performance. You may add your pretty. Oh, no. She got 2 bestials last turn. She's at hunger 3.
That's why I'm not blood surgeon, folks. Charisma, performance, and singing.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is 7 with pretty. Hunger 3 and specialty. Come on, give me a good roll. God damn it. God damn it, that's a double messy.
You are so messy.
She's so messy. This is why she's not in Chicago anymore, folks.
I feel like you're gonna die tonight. I know Kendall probably won't kill you, but like, sayonara.
For a
Getting
total
Kit
of 10.
Kat.
Okay. Would you like to spend a willpower to make it less bad?
Yeah.
Okay, just re-roll those 2 10s for me.
All
Okay.
right. 7 with the messy.
Okay.
Amanda, I'm rolling on my phone tonight because I'm not at my computer. That's the problem.
Okay. You hum. And you know your power didn't take. But there is a supernatural beauty to your voice. There is something more than just alluring to it. It is almost addictive to those who hear it. It is part of what has drawn so many people to this club as of recently. It is part of what you have been nurturing here. And as you hum to get their attention, to pull them closer, you draw a crowd. All eyes are on you. And the person with the phone holds it up with a video playing, zoomed in on your face, with your fangs out. And with that, we're going to cut the break.
Well, shoot.
All right, and we are back. We just took a brief break, get some water, breathe, stretch, contemplate our existence.
A little bit.
And we come back to Louisa. There is a phone in the air showing you with your fangs out with blood on your lips. And there are people looking at it. What do you do?
She's just gonna smile at the person holding up the phone and being like, "So you're gonna shame me for stuff I'm into when I get intimate with someone?"
No, you were in an alleyway. You were literally you were drinking from someone. You were you were you were hurting someone.
Do they look hurt?
You made them bleed. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, and
You're a monster.
well, that's rude. I don't shame you for what you do behind closed doors or in open if you would like.
Give me a manipulation plus subterfuge, please.
Do I still add my pretty?
Yep.
Manipulation and subterfuge is 3. I don't know if I should risk the blood surge. I don't know. We're not going to risk it, but it's. I should have risked it. We're going to re-roll that one. At least try and make it like a 2. If it.
Okay.
Nope. It's still just 1 success.
You can start to hear doubt ripple around you. Of the people that are around you. Like, some of them are getting a closer look at this video. Some of them aren't really buying what he said, but they are shaming you. Like, why would you do this in a public space? This is a family restaurant.
This is a Chili's.
Your phone starts to ring.
She'll look at it.
It's Natasha.
She'll answer.
Hello, Louisa. You don't usually run late?
No, I'm dealing with something right now.
How something? Would you have her? Would you have the volume of your phone able to pick
I would have
up?
had it. Yeah, like able to pick up the group. Like she would hear that Songbird is like in a public place.
I see. Where are you?
The usual place I hang out.
Okay.
Dealing with someone's trying to shame me about my extracurriculars, let's just say that.
Well, you keep talking to them. I will be there as quickly as I can.
Sounds good.
She'll hang up. How do you continue keeping this crowd and this person busy?
She's just gonna continue on with like the shame tactic. Like, you're shaming me, yet this person filmed me doing something in an alleyway. I wasn't even around kids. We made sure we were out of view. Kind like making it kind of more so now trying to make a scene about it. Like, how dare you film someone without our consent?
Okay.
Almost kind of going into like a Karen domineering kind of energy.
Give me a manipulation plus persuasion.
I don't get my specialty, correct?
They are not a victim, so no.
That is fair. Four successes. I got scared for a second because I saw all successes and then scrolled up more and was like, okay, none of them are C's.
Okay. From there, we're going to cut back to the Coterie Haven.
Mhm.
Natasha has suddenly. How many of you have heightened senses?
Me and Cal.
I need it. I need heightened senses.
I will
Someone
give
me
it to
heightened
you.
senses.
Okay, you two heard the phone call. You see Natasha start herding Percy out and gesturing to both of you to follow.
What's
We're going to the lounge that Louisa is at.
what happened?
Tell you on the way.
A mess.
You know what? Percy is actually going to look a little bit worried and concerned.
You have feelings.
Okay. So there is a vague info dumping of what happened, of what is going on, because y'all are only like vaguely, like tangentially aware of what exactly happened. And Natasha is speeding, but she knows how to drive. And to cut back to Louisa, play this out for me.
Play this out for you.
What do you say? What do you do? How do you try to rally these people to your side? Because this person is pulling their phone back down, letting people look at it, and is pulling it back to themselves in a gesture you're familiar with to upload it to somewhere else.
Oh, okay. You really think that's going to get you clout?
It doesn't need to get me clout if it removes some of yours.
Oh, okay. I see how this is. Another jealous wannabe internet troll. Got it.
It's not my fault you're gross.
So again, you're going to shame me for things that I, and obviously the other person, are into.
No, I'm shaming you for being a monster. And we're going to show the entire world what kind of monster you are. Normal people don't do this.
You'd be surprised what people do when they're getting it on.
Yeah, well, decent people don't do it in public.
Who said I was decent? If you wanted to, like, watch so badly, I would have let you.
You hear some of the people start to shift in the argument around you. Some of them are starting to argue that Pennsylvania is a two-party consent state. You hear some people start to grumble that they are not here for kink shaming. But there are still other people who are on this person's side. And the more you directly argue with them, the more they pull their phone closer to themselves. What do you do?
The only other thing I know is going to get me in so much trouble. Because part of me wants to pull out the gun, but other part of me is like, no, we're not escalating to that point yet.
This
Okay.
is it. A Chili's was blown up by a crazy person.
Question ST. Because of Gavin's ties with the Mafia, would Songbird know those ties and which family he is currently associating with?
Yes. I don't know which family is off the top of my head, but yes, she would know them.
Would I have the sense that if I name dropped that family, it would prevent this person from posting it?
You can try.
Yeah, screw it. She's gonna do that. She's gonna just casually go like, I'm curious to see what would happen if she'll name drop the family. Found out you were the one that posted a thing about me.
Give me a charisma plus intimidation
That's what I was hoping for.
+2. One as a teamwork from Gavin, and the other as an equipment bonus of that name.
Okay, so roll charisma and intimidation. Oh, why is that so big? You said +2.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. That is 5 successes. I'm gonna burn a third willpower.
Okay.
It didn't help.
5 is still good. So you listen as a hush seems to wash over the crowd, and this person visibly pales. And this is when the Coterie walks in, as you are dropping this name and announcing that Oh, it wouldn't look good for you. It wouldn't be good for you if you posted that and they knew. Cal would be able to register it due to his massive amount of insight. Maddie and Percy would be able to recognize that name due to their own connections. Louisa, you don't immediately register your coterie walking in. But they do. Okay. They seem to hesitate. And what do you do?
Do I have a quick question? Is anyone else recording? Is anyone else recording right now?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to make you roll for it. No one else is recording this right now. Mostly because they're arguing with each other. Right up until the name is dropped.
And the person that has the phone, are they mask film in between?
Sorry?
The person that's holding the phone, the one that Sunbird's like talking to, are they masculine, feminine, in between?
They seem to be masculine. It's a man.
Gotcha. Alrighty then. Um, Cal's gonna walk in and see this, and his eyes directly look to the guy, and as the crowd goes silent, Cal is just going to straight up walk up to the guy
Natasha will grab your arm first
and be
and
like,
lean in. I need him. Bring him to me.
he'll nod.
Chilico.
He's gonna walk up straight to the man and punch him in the face.
Okay, give me a strength plus brawl.
We are making choices tonight, guys.
Maddie and Percy, would you like the crowd control?
Yes. Absolutely.
What's the role? I'm not good at talking to people.
I'm going to say, Maddie, intelligence or wits plus investigation to identify people that you're able to pick out as problems.
Got it. I can do that.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna add your heightened senses with your aspects. Percy, what are you doing?
You know what? If Cal is walking over there and punching someone, Percy is gonna immediately expect, it's a crowded place. Someone just punched a dude. Let's start getting. She's just gonna position herself where she can easily protect her coterie mates. Probably just try and position herself near Cal and start getting ready for, I imagine, all hell to break loose.
Is this a
Or
sliding
whatever's
scale?
gonna happen.
This is a sliding scale. Louisa, you watch Cal march up and sock him in the jaw. You hear a crack. You hear teeth break.
Good.
You smell blood.
Good. Yes.
And you watch the phone fly out of his hand and skitter across the floor.
I'm going
We
for
need
that phone.
Yeah. Easy enough.
And then she's going to delete the video and make sure
Okay.
it's deleted even from like the backlog, because sometimes it keeps it like in like a cloud somewhere. And check to see if he sent it anywhere.
Does Louisa have any technology?
Probably not. I do not. We are good at 3 things: singing,
I'm going
driving,
to
and
say
guns.
that it would occur to Louisa as she's looking through these things that she's able to delete a good few of them. She's like Gen Z. She knows how to do these things. Yes, all of you are Gen Z.
I hate it.
And you know how to get around these kind of things, but to get a better look in the phone, you probably want to give it to someone else that knows technology, just to be safe.
Okay.
So you see that it's like half uploaded to somewhere. You stop the upload. You delete it as much as you can and shove it into a pocket that exists.
It's
Somewhere.
going in the boot pocket.
Oh boy.
Maddie, you managed to find, with 4 successes, you managed to find a couple of the people that got a little too close and squinted a little too hard at that video.
Okay. I guess I point them out to Percy. I know Percy has dominate. I have dominate. Wait.
You could both do it.
Yeah, that sounds better. I forgot I was a Tremere for a second.
I have 2 dots.
Tremere have dominate.
Okay. So as you are, so like the two of you, just you point out these people, and the two of you start doing little mind wipes. These are unprepared mortals, so I'm not going to make you roll for it. Cal, are you still wailing on this guy?
Is he still up?
Well, he fell over, but he's getting back up.
Oh, then yeah, I might hit him again. I need him to go night night.
Okay.
Physical dominate. If you don't have
When
dominate,
he's
store-bought is fine.
He starts to get back up. You land another hit on him. And he groans, but he doesn't start getting up. Well, not immediately. You feel a small hand on your shoulder. You see Natasha kind of like leaning over next to you. Watch my back for a moment.
He'll just give a small head nod.
She's going to lean over the man, and you're going to take up her 6.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me a wits and awareness.
May I know the DC?
No, you may not.
Gotcha. Uh, 5 successes.
Very nice.
Okay.
So, fights aren't uncommon in Philadelphia.
You just gotta mention football.
Or like anything they like or dislike or feel moderately about. They so You see some people with phones out because this is also a slightly touristy spot, and there does seem to be someone that is calling the police.
Oh shoot! We gotta get out of here.
Now, I want another roll. How many of you are bloodhounds?
I am.
Io.
Both of you?
I think.
Okay.
No. Yes.
I want to resolve plus awareness from both of you,
Oh
please.
no.
This is so bad.
With Bloodhound or without?
Bloodhound doesn't add anything; it just allows you to
okay.
smell weird things.
Mhm.
I don't think I've
Do I get
ever
all
actually
spets?
used-
Yes.
Heightened senses for the win.
Wits and away.
You can smell things.
Is 3 enough?
Try blood surds.
3 is not enough.
Is blood
Maybe-
surging allowed?
You are allowed to blood surge if you like.
Yeah.
Nice,
Just a crit.
Cal!
I am on fire today.
As long as you're not literally on fire, because vampire.
Not literally.
Okay, I forgot what blood potency. Where is my blood potency?
You should be blood potency
Is there one?
1.
Okay. My brain blanked and I wasn't sure.
Pet.
No, I got hungrier.
Oh,
5
5 success.
Good job, Cal.
Okay. Percy, you look around and there has been blood spilled.
Mm.
And you smell something faintly familiar. You can't completely identify. It's on the tip of your tongue. But you are immediately distracted by having to go back and erase memories. You take your focus off the blood. Cal, well, 7 successes with a crit. Well, 6 successes with a crit. It's a crit. You would smell something. Smell of blood that was sweeter than you have ever smelled before.
Oh.
And it's from right behind you.
Oh.
It makes something itch at the back of your throat with the desire to drink. But you're not that hungry. You are as slaked as you can be. But there is that temptation to look back and see where that smell is coming from. Do you?
Natasha is packed. She asked me to do something. I'm going to do it. No, I'm not going to look back.
Okay.
That hurt Tekko so much.
So you managed to ignore it. You push past the urge to look back and identify and possibly drink. And the smell fades a little bit. You could hear Natasha whispering. Hear the rustle of fabric. Hear her pushing back her bangs for a moment, clearing something off of her around her hairline, readjusting her hair, starting to get up. She looks around, and she kind of talk to you as she leans back. This is an old place. The security system isn't up to date. We need to go ahead and get out of here.
He'll whisper back, "Someone's calling the cops. We should definitely get out of here."
Oh, yes. She'll start to get up. Louisa, you have the phone. You have successfully dominated the situation. Compulsion has ended.
Well, now she's feeling like crud because she's just like, oh no, I had to name drop the family to get what I wanted. That's a big no. And she is taking advantage of the chaos and getting out of there.
Okay. Maddie and Percy, do you follow suit?
Absolutely, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Louisa, would you like to drive?
Mhm.
Or would you like to have Natasha drive and you sit in the back seat?
And think about what you've done.
I kind of want to be like, who would have the better pool in that? But no, she's no, with the mindset she's in now, I'm like, oh well, I screwed up real bad tonight. She's not driving.
Okay.
Because she knows distracted driving is bad driving.
Okay. So Natasha's gonna start driving. And she's going to keep driving. For a while. It's almost like she is driving in a fashion to make patterns that are difficult to follow. You would be able to recognize that easily, Louisa. But I will give you, the four of you, some time to talk in the back seat of your car while Melano and Acorn fight over the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Is the Raven just still chilling on my shoulder?
The Raven is preening Maddie's hair because Maddie is stressed and preening helps.
Aww.
Louise is also sending a text message to Gavin and Rosemary, letting them know exactly what happened.
Okay.
Are you okay, Louisa?
Fine.
That didn't seem fine.
We're glad you're okay now.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that is in another 2 nights. Feeding wasn't even worth it. I'm still hungry as heck.
My offer's always there. Maybe not in the card, though.
What all happened to get to whatever that was?
The guy filmed me while I was eating.
Oh, great.
Did you get the phone?
She'll pull it out of her shirt. I want someone to scrub the rest, so I was able to delete what I could. He was ready to upload it to a bunch of places.
I'm no hacker, but I could take a look, unless someone else is better at tech.
Not me. I live in the forest like half the time.
Have basic ability.
Okay, do you have one dot or more than one dot?
I have one. That was
Okay.
me saying I have one.
We're
Also,
equal then.
We're both Gen Z.
If you both want to take a crack at it, I don't care.
I'm afraid of locking it out or something.
Phone's already unlocked.
No, I meant like doing something horrible to the phone.
Oh, okay.
Percy would be willing to give it a shot, honestly.
You're more impulsive. Go for it.
Yeah, Percy is more
Is
impulsive.
Maddie gonna help her?
I will help Percy.
Okay. Percy, go ahead and give me an intelligence plus technology plus a teamwork die.
You're 4 intelligence, right?
Yes. 4,
Good.
5, 6. Do I want to do?
I'm having a stress cheesecake.
You know what? I consider this pretty important. Can I blood surge?
You may.
Are we gonna bolt the venture with 3 hunger already?
Risk taker flaw.
The venture are always hungry.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm gonna. Can I use willpower?
You can always use willpower.
Reroll failures. Well, I went up by 1 at least. I guess I'll take the slight improvement. 3-6.
Okay. Yeah. 3 was the difficulty.
No. Okay.
It doesn't seem to have
Oh, and I got hungrier.
uploaded to anywhere else.
And the venture at 3
You-
hunger.
You are able to find some of the. You're able to see that it was put into like the hard storage of the phone, and you're able to delete it from there. You can see that he's sent off a couple of texts that seemed a little iffy, and you can put in that a message of, "Oh, sorry, man, I had a little too much tonight."
Excellent. Excellent. Yes. Good.
Send the emoji that's like, "Ah."
Really Gen Z it up.
Thinking straight.
Mm-hmm. And this is about as cleaned up as the 4 of you are going to be able to get it.
Okay.
No one has clear memory of Louisa, as far as you're aware. No one has clear memory of what happened to Louisa or what happened with Louisa. The Cal assumes that Natasha did something to the guy, and even if she didn't, he'd have probably enough brain damage to not remember.
Cloud memory. I don't need your cloud memory. It's like the barbarian casting fire.
These are Cal's cloud memory right here. Cloud of
Exactly.
memory.
Cloud,
Yeah.
this is memory.
With the merit I have, I'm never picking dominate. So dominate's going to be with my hands. I'll get you to do it with my hands. That's all I got to do.
Dominate presence. Let's go.
Mesmerize. Kick you in the shin. Go walk over there. We'll hobble.
Good.
Go back into character. Kyle, this is what the
Percy-
sound. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Percy will hand the phone back to Louisa. It's taken care of as
Thanks.
best I can.
I mean, at least we cleaned up as best we could. I mean, good work,
Yeah.
guys. For teamwork.
Yeah, I don't think many people will have too close memories of anything.
Yeah, then a punch to do. It was great.
Maybe I should start working more on my dominate.
You'll hear Natasha pipe up in the front seat. It is a useful skill to have, but knowing how to persuade people and make them think they aren't seeing what they're seeing is also a very good skill.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the one where you can erase whole bits of memory.
If you would like assistance learning how to do that, I am proficient.
Thank you.
It is what I had to do to that man back there. Don't worry, Louisa. He won't remember you. Or at least not that part of the night.
So he'll remember me being a Kyran.
He will remember you trying to hook up with someone in an alleyway. He won't remember you feeding. The act of this power isn't just making someone forget. It is replacing the memory and weaving it in seamlessly. You have to operate in similar logic that the brain will when it can't remember something and it starts to fill in details on its own. But you supply the details. It is storytelling, in a way.
So you were just, instead of just erasing him completely, remembering seeing Louise in the alley, you were erasing certain parts, so that way it would create a false memory?
Exactly.
Ah.
Everything is more believable with a grain of truth. He did see Louisa that night. He saw her in the alleyway. However, he didn't see her with these weird teeth or blood on her mouth. He may have seen something else on her mouth. That's certainly none of his business to look at.
That's clever.
Once you survive for a while, you can figure out how to fill in the gaps of people's memories. Make a story. You're an archaeologist. You collect stories.
They're
You
difficult to
see,
piece together.
but stories, history, it all cycles.
Yeah.
There are patterns you're able to recognize. You can use those patterns in the modern day as well. Is there any further conversation the Coterie would like to have in the car?
I mean, Maddie wants to confront Luisa about name dropping one of the biggest mafias ever in the country, but I don't think I want to do it in the car.
Do it, coward.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what, Katie?
Oh.
You know what, Katie? Bet! Okay, Maddie turns to Luisa and starts speaking in Italian.
Okay.
Okay.
Did I hear correctly? You dropped the name of one of the biggest mafias in the country?
Yeah, does that surprise you?
Connection, affiliation, not necessarily. I thought that's what you were talking about. Dropping the name a little. I Percy and I couldn't get everyone's mind, so some people are gonna remember that.
I'm sure they will. And she's also responding back in Italian.
Well, I just hope everything turns out all right. And she's gonna stop talking.
As they're talking in Italian, Cal just leans over to Percy. You have any idea what they're saying?
No, not really.
Fair. Also,
And then
why do you Why do you always hide that you're smart?
We're dropping dirt tonight on each other. Okay,
Tensions are high.
we're feral coming back from break.
Sorry. Alright. Mhm. My brain just blanked and decided not to generate a response to that. So you know what? Percy is just going to look at him.
Yeah,
It's
during
like
that.
it's
Oh, just real quick, like during that silence Percy has, Songbird's just gonna mutter in English, "Your accent needs work."
Yeah, well, I just
Cal.
started learning it a few months ago.
Cal just gonna ignore that. Go back to Percy. Be like, I mean, you're super smart, dude. You just dealt with the whole phone issue. It was the library thing. Yes, I was out of it, but you were doing some really cool research and it looked like you're very much into it. Also, when we were doing some other investigating, you took the lead on some of those things. So that's just something I noticed.
I mean, it's just not usually that important. I just when I need to use it, I use it. I guess.
Oh, that's fair. Well, just know that you can be smart with me, dude. I'm not gonna knock you for it. Granted, it probably go over my head, but you know.
You know what? Because this is starting to border on compliments, Percy is just gonna probably just gonna kind of look away and pretend not to be flustered at that.
I love our tsundere.
Good.
He was like, oh, did I make them upset? Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Percy, meanwhile, just going, "How do I act dumb? How do I act dumb? How do I act dumb?"
I see it as like one of those rolling screens. How do I? Folkloric bang compliment.
Compliment. That is exactly what Percy
Oh
has.
god.
Dude,
You paid Percy a compliment, and Percy.exe has shut down.
Yeah, if it gets awkwardly quiet in the car while Songbird's brooding, she's just gonna like side eye over to Maddie and be like, "So you said a few months? That's not bad."
um, I actually wanted to learn for you. Because I know English isn't your first language, and uh, English kind of isn't mine either. I know how hard it is to communicate in a second language. I'm sorry for snapping. I'm just really concerned about you and all of us in the masquerade.
No, I know. I'm hungry. I'm annoyed. I'm mentally preparing for stuff after tonight.
Oh,
I didn't mean to snap. I'm just
the beast is loud.
very.
Um, yeah, when we get back, if you want my offers, there a little snack. It won't do anything to you.
We'll see.
Okay.
Did the part of them talking about being of Louisa talking about being hungry, was that in English or Italian?
English.
I was English.
Yeah, we switched back to English
Okay.
after the whole "your accent needs work" comment.
I think
And-
hearing that she's hungry, Percy will quietly at pipe in. I could also use some blood. We could go hunting or something.
After my last show,
You were alone. Might help to have. someone with you.
Natasha will pipe up. Actually, that's part of why I picked the Coterie Haven we have. It's an apartment complex. While we were between places, I was making a herd for all of you to pull on.
Oh. Thank you.
I know 2 of you don't usually partake from the living sort. Well, more human sort. But it'll be useful for when you do. Or emergencies.
Yeah. Let's get our princesses fed.
you're just
Percy's
gonna get an eyebrow raise at that one. Like,
Yeah, Percy is gonna shoot a small glare at that.
Clan of Kings! Prince! It's just
for
words.
queens, that
You're babies, like us.
we're still queens
I
or
am not.
monarchs, because I don't know if Percy wants to be referred to as a queen, and
Queen
that is
fine.
that is the
Whatever. I was trying to be funny. I guess it didn't work. And she starts slightly quietly muttering in Pennsylvania Dutch about how much you were so obnoxious. Because I'm pretty sure no one here speaks Pennsylvania Dutch or German. Except maybe Natasha. I have no idea about Natasha. I don't care if she hears me.
Natasha understands parts of it. She doesn't understand it fully. So Maddie has a private grumbling language now. Until she finds someone else that understands it.
Yeah, she just
considering the area. Mm-hmm.
She usually goes into Latin, but so many vampires know Latin because they're freaking old, and it drives her nuts because she's used to just talking in Latin to herself and no one understanding her.
Mm-hmm. So, after about 2 hours of driving, you return back to the 2400 apartment complex. 2400 Chestnut. Louisa, this is a fairly upscale apartment complex. It's about 34 floors. But it's further south and it's a little out of the way. As out of the way as luxury apartment complexes can get. So it has a very large number of residents, which can accommodate quite a few people of a variety. Natasha starts to call people. You would recognize that she shows all of you a small book. These are the members of your herd. They are not in the know. But they will give you. They are people you can call on if you need to feed. They are discreet, and they're for a select palette of tastes. She gives a very pointed look over to Louisa and Percy. I have thoroughly vetted them. They will. She will hand Percy a key and Songbird a key to what seems to be apartments within the building. They'll meet you in these. Now this is a 3-dot herd, so one of you can slake 1 and the other of you can slake 2.
I'll slake the 1.
I was about to I was about to volunteer as well.
The players are so selfless, so the vampires are so selfish.
Okay. So is Percy slaking 2 and Louisa slaking 1?
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine.
Louisa and Percy go upstairs to feed. Maddie and Cal, y'all start to head downstairs toward the Coterie Haven. But as y'all are heading down, Maddie and Cal, y'all will hear a familiar voice and kind of like jogging footsteps up behind you. Can y'all hold the door? My hands are full. As you hear Jerry coming up from behind both of you.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Opens the door.
You can see he has a rather large package in his arms.
Oh, the delivery?
There was a delivery to the museum, actually.
Oh.
I think it was missent, but I scanned it and put it through a couple of different stuff, but it did set off one thing, but it's hard to explain without opening it, and I don't want to open it.
Okay. We can head inside. I'm sure there's a decently secure area inside where we can examine it.
Okay. He will follow you in. Natasha is making some phone calls. But as you head in and get settled into the living area of the Coterie Haven, Jerry will set down the box and you will see there's postage on it. And it looks like 2 names on it with the last name attached. It seems like a married couple, but it's addressed to the museum.
Okay.
You don't immediately recognize the names, Maddie. Neither do you, Cal.
Do we want to wait for the others to open it?
I don't know. Can I first use heightened senses to try and smell or hear something in the box to kind of get an idea of what it is?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a wits and awareness with your Auspex rating.
Okay.
And this is a sliding scale.
Does it count as a concealed object?
Yes.
Knowledge hungry and my specialty for awareness. Okay. I'm a little too good at being nosy, but that is okay. 10 successes critical.
Jesus.
I am good at heightened senses. I can hear through the wall like an echo. Like that. I can see through a package like I'm Superman.
Fledgling's coming in strong tonight with our rolls.
They really are.
Just Kendall's face.
Okay, I know how I'm gonna do this.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Locked in, baby.
So, Maddie, you intently observe this package and look over every inch of it. The postage is from Chicago.
Oh no!
There is no particular sounds coming from inside of it. You can kind of hear the shift of styrofoam against the cardboard. You smell cold. Something smells cold. And for that critical, you can just smell that you've only really caught like the very like the wisps of before, and you didn't realize it really had a smell till now, and you've only smelt it on Serene.
Oh no.
Cal, let's not open it just yet. This is weird. Can I make an intelligence roll or something to like try and remember what it is on Serene I'm smelling? And this package?
Give me an intelligence plus occult. I am not giving you the difficulty on this.
Okay. I have 2 dots of occult. Am I allowed a blood surge?
You're allowed to blood search.
Okay. I am going to blood surge then. I need to get more dots in occult. Do I keep the messy critical or do I re-roll?
What is
Your
this session?
choice.
What is this lesson?
I'm also
back.
hungrier. Do I keep it? Do I say will?
I will say, the only way to make the difficulty is to make it worse.
I have to make it worse? All right,
You
I'm
can
going to spend
either-
willpower to make it worse.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Oh my god.
Come
I
down
am
to my
spicy
level
tonight.
tonight.
Okay, that's only one more success. 7 successes messy, and I'm hungrier.
7 successes is what I was looking for.
Yay!
With
It's
a
messy.
crit. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh no! I feel like Cal's the only one who has. Cal and Percy are the only ones who haven't rolled spicy.
I mean, Cal got a critical.
He got an amazing critical, but it wasn't spicy.
It wasn't a spicy critical, but it was a critical.
Okay. You are intently looking back into your memory.
What are you?
I don't recall. Did Serene tell Maddie about her very specific abilities?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna wait for Fennec to maybe say something in the chat. Baby, I don't know what I know and don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go on the safe side and assume no.
You know, Cyrene is an oracle.
I know she's an oracle. That's it.
Okay.
Cyrene is friend shape and clanmate and is Oracle for points.
There is something that you have come across in your research because of some things that you've looked into with Islington, particularly about some people that have, especially recently, with your research into various forms of Golconda.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the people that have achieved it have had something miraculous. Something that is so intrinsically tied to them and their beliefs that it accumulates into a power that is otherworldly and beyond what a normal kindred should be able to access to. And that's faint smell that you're able to catch brings you back to memories of your own faith when you were human. It's a very small reminder, but it's the first tangible thing that you're able to link to it. And as you are doing this, Cal, as you're watching Maddie, like intently observing this package and recalling, you notice something about her. Her features are sharper. There seems to be something more defined about her, something incredibly regal. And her eyes seem to deepen just a little bit. And for a moment, give me a resolve plus animalism.
Alrighty. Question: is this messing with my mind in any way?
No.
Okay.
Are you saying my eyes deepened, or they are currently in the act of like deepening further into my face?
Like the color deepened.
Like in the moment, or had before last time you saw
In the
me?
moment. In the moment.
Oh!
You know how
What?
when you've read a book and you hear his eyes darkened?
Oh, yeah.
For a split moment, Cal, you have access to something that you hadn't recognized before. You can feel a threat. You can feel something within Maddie. The threat of her is suddenly enormous. And then it's gone.
Does the features go back to normal, or are the features staying?
It takes a moment to fade, but her eyes do return to their normal color. But your recognition of how sharp her features are remains.
Maddie?
Yeah?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I don't think we should touch what's in the box. I think we should wait for Natasha to be done talking.
This is not about the box, this is about you.
I'm perfectly fine. I'm examining the box. It's kind of a lot for the senses, but
Your 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 eyes just changed.
oh.
Uh, what does that mean? What does that all mean?
Um uh just
Mhm.
it's just the blood acting. Uh,
Cal, wow. Maddie, you're such a terrible liar.
I'm not lying. The blood is acting up.
In what way?
Well, apparently the blood likes to affect my appearance a little.
Is that normal?
A little?
It, you- it's more than changing your appearance. For a hot second, I almost punched you in the face.
Why would you do that?
Because my entire self, my beast, saw you as a threat.
I'm
Like
not
a
doing
massive
anything.
threat. It's not what you did intentionally. It's I don't know what you were doing in that moment. It's almost like your blood rushed to your face, changed your facial experience, and you were someone else for a hot second, and then it was back to you. And in that moment, my entire beast told me to kill you. You were a
I
threat.
I don't really know about that. I'll talk to Islington later about looking into that. That's weird.
You should, because oh boy, was this about to get really weird, really fast.
Okay, well, back to the package. I don't like that it's from Chicago, and there's something freaking weird in there. It. I don't think we should touch it. I think it's gonna hurt. It's
It's
like,
gonna hurt.
well, maybe. You know how some kindred are affected by like crosses and stuff?
That we are.
Oh. Some kindred are, not all of us, some are. But I just have a feeling that what's in there could very likely hurt us. So I'm just gonna wait for Natasha to be done on the phone. Because I don't want to touch this just yet. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it.
Okay.
And as you all say that, Louisa and Percy
Oh no.
come back into the room. Natasha's still making her phone calls.
Oh no.
Hey guys, don't touch this. No touchy.
Well, no.
Do y'all look at the box?
Louise is gonna look at the box after what
Yeah,
happened
I'm
recently.
definitely looking at the box.
Louisa,
Look,
you
no
recognize
touch.
those. Louisa, you recognize those names. Those are Gavin and Rosemary's mask names.
Oh.
Everyone get away from the box.
Okay,
Why
I
is
agree.
everyone-
I don't like what's in there. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. And she backs the heck away from the
What's
And she's
in
gonna
the box?
text a picture of the box to Gavin and Rosemary. Don't touch it, don't go near it.
I don't know what's in it, but it feels like bad vibes.
Most likely.
Like religious bad? I don't know. Like a cross or something's in there?
Then it shouldn't be in our haven. Should we take it outside?
Don't touch it.
Well, Jerry was just touching it a lot.
He's
Is there something wrong with
mortal.
it?
Yeah. I don't
That's-
understand what's wrong with it, but
That's
it
my
feels
sire's
wrong.
mask names on that box. And we've been getting some interesting things from Chicago as of late.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was addressed to the museum.
And now it's in
Oh.
our haven.
That's bad.
It doesn't have any trackers or anything on it. What are you talking about, like faith, Maddie?
Maybe? I don't fully understand what I'm sensing in there. But smells almost like I'm walking into a church or something, or synagogue. I don't know.
That's,
Things have smells.
he wasn't affected. He touched the box and nothing happened to him.
I say we
Perhaps
wait for
he's safe.
Natasha.
Did none
He
of
knows
you
more than we
get
do.
my group text message? We're not touching that box.
Oh, is that what that was about?
If it's something that can hurt our kind, but he's not one of us.
Percy?
It can't hurt
Okay.
him.
Percy? I don't want to risk another pressure cooker possible explosive in there.
There are no explosives in there. There is no metal in there.
And we need
I've run
to
it through
know.
I've run it through like a dozen detectors. I wouldn't have brought it here if it had any kind of explosive.
It's cold, and it
And it-
smells like faith. I know I sound crazy, but that's what I'm getting.
Which
I
means we
can-
need more
Would
information
you?
to
Do you want me to
assess.
open it?
Do it.
I
I
kinda
think we
wanna
should
wait
wait
for
for
Natasha.
Natasha. Then open it.
Oh, actually, yeah, Kendall, is there a return address?
Yes. Do you get close enough to read it?
Yeah.
Seems to be from a post office in Chicago.
Okay.
Why do I? I'm so tempted.
No,
I'm
Percy.
Do y'all wait for Natasha?
Yes.
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 Okay. Another 30 minutes. Jerry kind of just waits
Agony.
Jerry waits very patiently, waiting to receive the order that he's allowed to open it, because he doesn't open other people's mail.
Good.
That's rude and illegal.
Also, I think Percy is not going to touch the box, but he is also not going to back away from the box.
Maddie is
He's staying
staring
right
at the
next.
box.
Yes,
It is-
Percy is also staring at the box and staying right next to the box.
Concealed information or whatever my knowledge hunger is. Hidden knowledge. Yeah. Oh, I'm locked in. I don't blink.
I will also say Percy's gonna pull out her little sword and just hold it.
Natasha will eventually walk back in. Are y'all just surrounding this box?
Yes.
Cal's walked away. Cal's like, I don't want anything to do. Whatever
Lord.
this is, I'm away.
Yeah, Songbird's trying to like stay between Percy and Maddie and the box.
Oh, Percy is not letting her get between her and the box. Percy
Yeah,
is
like she's
"You are
using
not
the
protecting
cane. She's using the cane as kind of like an attempt barrier. Like, stop it. Like, no.
Percy is like, you do not get to protect me. I will protect.
Percy is the dog now. Bad Percy, no. Back up.
Percy's like, you're not putting yourself in a threatening situation for me.
Is there a bomb?
Oh, is
It's
Natasha
not
Kind
a
of hear
bomb.
Natasha.
Oh.
Natasha's looking at all of you because y'all are treating the box like it's a bomb.
I don't know
Yeah.
what's in it. It's cold and it smells like a church or a synagogue to me.
And we found something under my car. Probably from my past, which we're not going to talk about right now. Looks at Cal and she says that.
Cal just gives a
But
nod.
it's from Chicago, and I don't trust it because it has my sire's mask names on it.
So we were waiting for you before we open it, even though I'm dying to know what's inside.
We could have.
If you didn't come down any sooner, there was going to be a giant fight between the three of them.
We need to know what's inside, and we can. It's likely that Jerry would not be harmed by it, or I could open it with my sword.
No.
Do you want Me to open the box?
No.
We were waiting for your advice and making sure nothing happened. I don't know if Jerry is going to be affected or not by opening it. I don't want to risk him or any of us.
We need to know what's inside it, though, especially if it's sent to our haven.
The advice I want to give you is that this is not addressed to you.
That is true, actually.
But it was delivered to your Coterie haven. So it is something that you would be reasonably allowed to open as long as Miss Polini gives permission. Because this seems to be packaged for your sires.
Yeah, she would have also like sent a couple of texts to Gavin and Rosemary being like, "Oh, what to do with it?"
Gavin and Rosemary are a little busy.
That is
Cleaning
fair. That is fair. Screw it, I guess. If I'll and she'll go over to the box and is it like super taped up?
It's not any more taped up than a normal postage, normal package of its size. It doesn't look like it's messy. It doesn't look like there are any messages hidden on the outside of it. It looks like it's meant to blend in with normal large packages.
What is she wearing again? So I could see if I could take off like a thing and
Miss Polini, did you want? You'll hear Jerry pipe up. Did you want me to open it? It didn't harm me while I was carrying it. Didn't harm me when I was doing any of the tests on it.
Please.
sure.
Be careful, Jerry.
I will. Ma'am, if you kind of look over to Louisa, if you would stand near me, I don't want to get too deeply into your family's business.
Okay. And she'll stand right up next to Jerry. In a way where, like, if something does happen, she can, like, yank him back.
Okay. He will pull out a knife, very gingerly start cutting along the seams of the box. He'll open it. There seems to be a styrofoam cooler on the inside. He will look up at you like he's asking permission.
She'll nod.
He will reach in and he will pull the lid of the styrofoam lid off. Louisa, as you look into this styrofoam cooler, you would see a pair of preserved hands that were severed at the wrist with rings that you recognize. And as you look at the palms, you would see cornicellos branded into them. And you recognize those hands. Those are Luca's. Please give me a fury frenzy with your remaining willpower plus a third of your humanity.
He's a vampire. His hands grow back.
You said the roll again. I was looking for the dice spot.
Your remaining willpower plus a third of your humanity.
So a third of 8 is
2.
2. And remaining willpower. Oh boy, guys. Cal, please be ready.
So there's crosses in the hand, or
Cornicellos, the Italian horn.
oh, okay.
The thing she
Just
wears
like
on her
the-
necklace. I got 2 successes.
You are able to stave down your beast. The blood bond didn't break. He's alive.
You would all see, and you've seen it before, like when she fought the Wraith, and Percy would have seen it when fighting the Metasaurus. Her expression gets that, like, darkened assassin. This is, this is serious.
What is it? What's wrong?
Those are my sire's hands. Oh, she would have said, yeah, those are my sire's hands.
Natasha will peer in, and she'll squint at the hands.
Is this a threat?
Yes, this is a threat. And I recognize that symbol.
And she'll pull out her cornicello.
She'll reach over and she'll kind of hold Louise's cornicello for a moment. They're from someone, a family of hunters. She'll drop it. That I knew. I have more things to report. And with that, we're going to wrap up this session of Philly by Night. Thank you for joining us. Everyone take a breath. And we will see you next time.